everyone, I hope you're doing well. Let's play a game real quick of not look at Margaret's hair because Margaret was about to get into the shower and then she remembered this review she had to film. So yeah, we're not gonna look at Margaret's hair. Should I maybe... There, now you can't see it. Anyway, this is going to be my review of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, blah, blah, blah. And, this is the first book in Sarah J. Maas's new series. I believe it's going to be a trilogy. I heard somewhere that it's a trilogy, but I'm not sure. Don't take my word for it. And it is like a fantasy series, loosely a fairy tale retelling of Beauty and the Beast. I'm going to move that up. Kind of a... Is it literally sliding down? How very rude of my tablet. Anyway, so it's like a Beauty and the Beast-ish retelling with fairies. And that's really cool. And it has a little bit of a new adult twist. I did have to skip one scene because it was a little intense. But great romance, super action-packed, amazing characters, perfect start to a perfect series. And I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I love Sarah J. Maas's Throne of Glass series, what her most popular thing is, as of right now anyway. And I absolutely cannot handle my love for that series. Whenever I found out she was coming out with a new series, I wanted to cry. And I was about to say the name, A Certain Place, for my brother's college concert, and we went down there for like the weekend to see his concert. Of course, I went to the Barnes & Noble there. And I saw this, and my jaw dropped down. I was like, huh? Because I thought it came out in late May. I had no idea that it came out on May the 5th. It was May the 3rd. That bookstore had gotten it early, so I was like, you are mine. Why is this tilted? I am very sorry. Stay. Okay, I'm so sorry for that. So this is going to be a review of it, and there are going to be spoilers because originally I was planning on trying to make a non-spoiler review where I like warned you before I spoiled you. Everything I'm going to say is going to be a spoiler, so you might as well just go now, but go read it. It is worth 20 in hardback, 10 on ebook, whatever. It's worth it. Go buy it. Go read it. Then come back and we're going to talk about it. Alright. Hello, people who I can actually talk to this with about this too. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, what a ride. I'm so excited for this new series. I mean, Sarah J. Maas is a wizard at writing. She writes the best plots. Her stories are so cool. Honestly, whenever I got it, I had never actually physically read the synopsis and actually focused on it. I was in the car after I got it and I read the synopsis and I was a little bit worried that it was going to be far too similar to Throne of Glass, and I was like, oh no, please no. Because there are fairy magic, things like that involved in Throne of Glass, and then there was fairies and magic and stuff like that in here, and I was worried. And then there's like a 19-year-old really strong female girl, and I was like, don't do this to me, Sarah. Then I read it and I realized it is worlds different. It is light years away from being a copy of Throne of Glass. Now it is similar in the fact that kind of the era that takes place kind of medievally, and there is fairies, and there's a really, really awesome, strong main female character. And it is written so similarly. Now, duh, it's by the same author, but it has so many things that Sarah makes unique to writing. Like, she has, her main characters are so strong. Like, I've read a lot of people, so I just randomly was reading some reviews of Throne of Glass last night. People were like, Selena's so stuck up and full of herself, and I'm like, what? Were we reading different Selenas? I don't know, but I loved Thera to literally no end. Now, going with the question, do I like her more than Selena? That's very hard because they are similar in their attitudes and their reason for being in the book. That's not a bad thing. That's not a criticism. I love them both, so... Oh, I love them both so much. I can't decide. And then Tamlin is... my gosh. I love Tamlin a lot. I don't know why, but for a period of time, I could not imagine Tamlin for the life of me. I could not think up an attractive brunette that I thought, is it, no, not brunette. Wait, what? Does he have brown hair or blonde hair? No. He has blonde hair, doesn't he? Good! That makes what I'm about to say even better. I could not come up with anything. I've been having a lot of trouble with that lately, picturing characters in my mind. I've had a lot. So I pictured him as young Leonardo DiCaprio for a little while, which did not hurt at all because I love that man and I love Tamlin. And I was just trying to picture somebody that I thought was attractive and charismatic and blonde and green-eyed, so I picked him because, let's face it, all of those traits describe Leo DiCaprio. But what I really, really like about this, now, the romance is borderline new adult in that one scene that does get inappropriate for younger viewers, readers, and I am very mature and older. I mean, like, I'm old enough, but as a Christian, I personally didn't. I felt a little uncomfortable, so I basically just skimmed that scene and looked for dialogue to see what was important. What I love about Sarah J. Maas is that she sets up these worlds that are so deep, kind of like Cassandra Clare, how she created the Shadowhunters. She already has 2 series from it, and she's planning on writing like 2 or 3 more from this same world. And that's not bad because they're both so deep and intricate that you can go on for series after series after series. And this Sarah is absolutely unbelievable. I think she's starting to become one of my favorite authors. I always liked her, but now I think she's becoming someone I really, really like. I look forward to her books so much. Like, I'm constantly just wanting more, and that's good because she keeps putting them out. I'm never having to wait because Throne of Glass is going to be 6 books, but then I read on Goodreads it said 7. And then, but I think that might be because of Assassin's Blade. But then this is going to be either a trilogy or a series. It's just, he's always writing more, and that's so good. Like what I was saying earlier about the romance getting a little bit intense in that one scene, and woo, I still loved the romance between Feyre and Tamlin because I thought it started off really well. Of course, that's a kind of a thing in young adult literature is you start off hating this person, then you gradually begin to be friends with them, then you gradually fall in love with them, and then probably end up marrying them. Only it was that in this book. I mean, that's exactly what happened, but it wasn't stupid or cliche like all of those other things. Like, he came to her home and broke in and threatened to kill her in the form of a beast. And then like 200 page later she's kissing all over him, so whatever. But I thought Tamlin was a really strong character because he has a lot to deal with about all these kingdoms and him having to rule it. And then that lady, gosh, Amarantha, I could never read her name, I just skimmed it. Like, you do that, like wherever you read a name and you just like just completely skip over it. And he has so much to deal with, but he still is able to be strong. I mean, he's a really good king. A high fae, is that what? Yeah, he's like a something along those lines. And Feyre was so amazing. She was probably one of the best written characters I've read in a while. Whether or not she's my favorite character out of literature or whatever, she's one of the most well written. Like, my favorite character in all of young adult literature is Snape from Harry Potter because I think he's so well written. Feyre was so excellent because of the fact that she was kind of gruff because she had to deal with taking care of her family in such horrible conditions for so long and then having to do all this and that, and then she'd get captured by a fairy lion beast monster thing and literally swept away from her family. But I loved also the themes of family that was in this. Like, her father didn't want her to have to go, which is kind of the Beauty and the Beast thing, how Maurice and Beauty and the Beast didn't want his daughter to go. I mean, if you're a dad and you want your daughter to be kidnapped, there's something wrong with you and you're not a very good dad. But I also love how Sarah J. Maas's covers do justice to her amazing, beautiful stories, because they could have screwed this up really bad. You know exactly what I mean. Like, on Throne of Glass, they could have pulled a Shatter Me and had some random girl in a weird dress standing in a blizzard that kind of looks like Kim Kardashian or whoever them. I don't even, can't tell them apart. They're also, stop now. But this cover is so exactly what it's about is that a court of thorns and roses, and there's like lines with things on it. One of my favorite lines that I meant to mark but I forgot, now I'm glad I remembered, is how he said, "I love you, thorns and all." Is that to Tamlin, or Tamlin said that to Feyre, and is that Tamlin loves her even though she is pretty gruff and intense sometimes. It was the relationships and the characters and the amazing world building that's in the story. World building is Sarah J. Maas's specialty. Excellent job, Sarah, as always. And tell me down below what you guys thought of this. I highly recommend it, obviously. So yeah, tell me again down below. I really would like to hear your opinions. I'd love to talk about this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.